So you're thinking about living in Blaine, Minnesota? Well, in this video, we're gonna let the maps do the talking and our fingertips do the walking. Let's head over to Google Maps. We're gonna show you all about it. Some properties that are available, best restaurants to go to, place to exercise your fur babies, and we're gonna get after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about living in the Twin Cities suburbs, well, you found the right place. Click that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, smash the like button on the way in so you can be the first one to know about the current market in Blaine, Minnesota. Now, my name's Garrett Hilton. We get calls, texts, emails every single day from people just like you looking to make their move to Blaine, Minnesota, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Oh, and we've got Zoom now. Oh my gosh, do a Zoom call with us. We'd absolutely love to do that. All of our information is in the description below so that we can help you make your move to Blaine, Minnesota a smooth one. So getting online, you're going to need to actually go online. And today, just kind of want to show you a little bit of a flavor about it. So I'm going to record my screen. Let's check it out. So let's go over here, and we've already checked it. Let's look at Blaine, Minnesota right here. And we're going to take a look at, let's get rid of all single family. And let's just start out with townhouses. And yeah, let's just do townhouses. Okay, so we're going to do townhouses first. We've got 48 of them available on the market in Blaine, Minnesota. All right, and now we're going to flash over to the map. We got 48 of them available, which is kind of fun. That's quite a few properties available in that area. Let's highlight everything within a specific demographic. There we go. So as you can see, so let's kind of get an idea. We've got 428,000. We've got 282,000. 639,900. We've got 599,000. On the southern end, we've got 389,000, 258,000, and 442,000. Now, mind you, remember, these are just townhomes, and townhomes carry with them an association due. And if you got questions about that, click in the comments below. All of our info is in the description, and we can help you out and get detailed answers to those questions. Okay, so that's what we got for townhomes. Like I said and mentioned before, is that we got 48 of them on the market, which is quite a few. So if you're wondering to yourself, like, hey, I'm really looking to get into a townhome, and just how aggressive is the market in Blaine? Well, all the markets are aggressive in the state of Minnesota, but here's the thing. If anything, you could feel good and know that there's very likely going to be something that fits in with your budget. Okay, so let's go back. Take a look at condos. Let's see what we got for condos. Oh no, you know what we'll do? We're gonna do twin homes first. Let's check out twin homes. Do we have any twin homes and that are available? Any results? Nope, nothing available right now. Okay, so I don't have anything to show you on that one. All right, so we're gonna go back to the sheets. We have the meats. I think is that Wendy's? No. Is that Hardee's? We have the meats? I don't remember. Comment below if you're wondering what, or if you know what we have the meats. What restaurant? It's a fast food restaurant. I just can't think of it right now. I was like, is it Arby's? Is it Wednesday's? I'm uncertain. Let's go to single family homes. How about that? And what I mean by single family is, I mean, just like freestanding houses, right? Okay. Freestanding houses. Ramblers. Okay. What do we got? We got 96 homes available on the market. That's a crap ton of homes. And let's go to the map. See what the map looks like. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Let's take a look at these buggers. All right. What do we got? Shade tree communities. Okay. So we've got 345, 325, 448, 685, 429, 846, 450, 512, 887, 569.9, 529.9, 774.9, 743, 720, 616. Yeah. So that's our single family homes that are actually active on the market and available. So we've got plenty. I mean, 96. Oh my gosh, that's plenty to choose from. So just to kind of give you a flair, just a little bit of an idea, so you can decide what may fit in with your budget. All right, moving on to a little bit about just actually in the physical community itself, the types of places that are available. Coffee shops. Let's check out some coffee shops. We got Caribou Coffee on the northern end, Highway 65, which is definitely like the major vein going through Highway 65, goes right up the center. All right, so we're going to highlight the area of Blaine. We're going to highlight it in green for dollar bills. Okay, down on the southwestern end, we've got Panera Bread. We got Scooters Coffee. Scooters is a newer franchise that's in the state of Minnesota, and they are popping up absolutely everywhere. Really, really great coffee. I think they're trying to rival Starbucks because they're not really a competition for the Caribous of the world, just because Caribou's kind of got its own flavor, and which is kind of something that's kind of cool. Fun fact is that Caribou started in Minnesota. I believe it was Eden Prairie. Not 100% about that. If you know the exact place that Caribou Coffee started, comment below. Treats and Cereal Bar and Boba, which is right off Highway 65. That's a place that's Vietnamese coffee, and it's also in like cross, and they do boba in the afternoon. So kind of like Caribou Coffee does like their frozen coffee drinks, just like a Starbucks does theirs. Same principle. Split Rock Coffee LLC, which is just another coffee shop, and they just have great coffee. It's just like it's a smaller local brand. They've got a lot of passion for their craft and their fresh roasted beans. Pretty great place, and we could put that up here. Yeah, there we go. So next on the list would be like a Starbucks, and Starbucks are over here off 35W, and we'll go like this. Let's do red. Ooh, that's kind of a pretty color. Let's use that. Okay, sounds good to me. So you got Starbucks right along 35. You got Treats Cereal Bar and Boba. Bubble Tea and Deli, which is that Treats Bar and Boba. Really, really nice place. Got good Vietnamese coffee. Should check it out. Right next to it in the same mall thing is TSB Coffee and Teas. Right? No, what am I saying? This is Northtown Drive. Oh, okay. I was way off. Have I seen this one? I don't think I've seen this one. It's a newer one that's popping up. Seemingly, a lot of boba places have been popping up in Blaine over the last 3 to 5 years. Brugger's Bagels, always a classic. Freshly Leaf. Not sure. I think that's a bubble tea place. Yeah. Farmer Brothers, no. The cereal, you already went over that one. Panera Bread, we talked about that. Yeah. So for your liquid inspiration, coffee shops. All right, let's reel that. Man, I'm working up an appetite. Let's talk about Clive's Roadhouse. Clive's Roadhouse, great place to eat. A little more on the expensive side, but still, it's a great place for casual dining. You don't need to be fancy. You don't got to have a tie or anything like that, which is definitely appreciated. Wild Bill's Sports Bar and Saloon, good place to eat, good place to do karaoke, good place to play darts. Brick's Kitchen and Pub, don't let the name fool you. It's quite a bit more upscale type of a place. They've got some really cool feature dishes and super great for a date night. Old Piper Inn, classic. Really good breakfast, really good burgers and beers, ton of taps, and they do darts and things of that effect. Applebee's Bar and Grill, national chain, great food, very consistent. So if you want a steady Eddie, Applebee's, definitely. White Castle, the Roadside, Tavern Grill, Carol's Restaurant, amazing fare. Little more on, well, I would say, is it more on the expensive side? Even if it is, some people think it's more expensive. It's not like an expensive Perkins. It's like, it's kind of in a league of their own because like they make their own breads, their own gravies, they smash their own potatoes. Like it's just the vast majority of all of their fare is completely prepared by sous chefs there. So it's absolutely delicious. They've got like meatloaf sandwiches and stuff like that during lunch. Just really good comfort American cuisine. And of course, your normal chains in the city of Blaine, like your Taco Bells, Wendy's, Taco John's. I don't know if you're not from Minnesota, Taco John's is definitely a thing here in Minnesota, and they're kind of a steady Eddie, just like a Taco Bell. One of my favorite places in Blaine, Minnesota, and this was actually in one of my other videos where I did a vlog tour, or basically walked around and I showed houses. I talked about, I did an expose of Wing Joint. Oh my gosh, the wings there, absolutely amazing. You got to try the Wing Joint. Awesome wings, full legs or full wings, you know, like with everything. It's just so good. Anyway, enough about that. All right, we've had our fill of the restaurants. Let's head over and look at the neighborhoods. So, a couple of the top neighborhoods, Crescent Ponds, that's a good mid-level or mid-range neighborhood. Club West is another, getting towards the upper bracket, but still mid-range, has a lot of townhomes. Savannah Grove is another one that is over there, a little more upscale. The Lakes is your, I don't want to say keeping up with the Joneses, but is your traditional, newer built, two-story homes. Many of them have basements. Some of them are slab on grade. We're starting to go towards the world of slab on grade as far as to lower the construction costs. So Blaine Haven's another one, another great one. It's over on the west side of Highway 65, close to 610, easy on the commute if you work downtown. The Preserve at Legacy Creek, super, super nice. Upper bracket, two-story homes. I would say 700,000. That's not true. Probably 600,000 plus, all the way up to a million and a half, something like that. Gardenwood. I don't know Gardenwood all that well, so I'm not 100%. So I don't really want to comment on it. I'm sure it's an absolutely beautiful and lovely neighborhood. Just I don't know it all that well. Glen Meadows, know pretty well. Been in there multiple times, showing houses. Beautiful, beautiful homes. I'm pretty sure there's a company, a building company called TJB. They were featured on Extreme Home Makeover. One of the episodes was over, I think, in St. Michael. I'm not positive, but if you remember, hey, Smith family, move that bus! Like, if you remember that and you know which episode it was in Minnesota, comment below. Let's see, Harper Street, Finn Farm. Finn Farm's another one that's super nice. Much more upper bracket townhomes. They've got 2-car garages, so super nice area. And I think, yeah, Johnsville's a great one too, because it's right by Johnsville Elementary, Roosevelt Middle School, and Blaine High School, which is where I went. I went to Blaine High School. Quail Creek Parkway, classic 1980s upper bracket neighborhood, still in fantastic shape. Properties that a little bit older, and some of them, quite a few of them out of date, and yet at the same time, beautiful, steady Eddie, great place to get into and grow a family, or whether it's you're growing humans or you're growing fur babies. Great places overall. Let's fly into the next section. Let's go into, what are we talking about? Religious organizations. Let's see. Quite a bit of Judeo-Christian teaching, religious centers, and places like there's a couple of Buddhist mosques or Buddhist temples. I think there's 2 of them. Okay, there's a Buddhist temple like right around in this area. It's not listed by Google Maps, but it's there. I know it is. There's also a Islam mosque that is around this area. I think it's up here off of 109th. And of course, a smattering of Judeo-Christian teaching churches. Grace Community Fellowship Church. You got Hope Church. You got St. George. Oh, St. George's Christian Books and Gifts is actually a shop. It's not a church, but it's a shop where you can get stuff of a Christian nature, of a Christian teachings background, which is really cool. They also got one over on University in Fridley, which is another video that I've done over in Fridley, Minnesota. Kind of an expose about that area. And Eagle Brook Church is another mainstay in the Blaine area. Blaine United Methodist, so a little more traditional. Church of St. Timothy, Catholic Church. There's a Unity Church, and I can't think of where. There it is. There you go. Touch on that one. Yep. So Unity is right there, and that is a Universalist church. Okay. Moving on. Let's head over to Parks and Recreation. Woo! Okay. So Osmonds Park, Broken Oaks Park, Harpers Park, East Lake Park, Blaine Parks and Recreations, kind of like their main hub. Aquator Park, beautiful place and good place to be able to take your kids. Van Buren Park is an awesome one that caters to dogs. We got Commons Park, Happy Acres Park. Oh yeah, Happy Acres Park. I've been there with the kiddos. Yeah. All right. This is, I think, in Lexington. Yeah, that's Lexington. Centennial Green Park. I haven't been to this one. I've driven past it plenty of times. Really, really cool playground equipment. So if you got kids to play on the playground, there you go. For those of you with fur babies, this is kind of going to be a bit of a duality, but just go with me on this one. So Van Buren Park, they're dog friendly. Little Bit Park, dog friendly. Commons Park, we already discussed Commons, but it's dog friendly. JC Park is dog friendly. Quail Creek Park has newer equipment for the kiddos, and if you've got fur babies that you want to socialize, bam, they got you covered. Bunker Hills Dog Park is another one where you can, or not another one, but is one where you walk through like a dual gated thing and like this whole area that's fenced off to keep the dogs within a rather large area. I mean, it's big, like you can't necessarily see the fences on the other side. So it gives you an opportunity to like throw the ball, throw the stick, whatever, at very, very long distance if your dog really, really needs to be exercised. And it's got a running trail and a walking trail for you and your dogs. Loch Ness Park, it's another good one. Great, super dog friendly. All right, let's hop over. Let's talk about shopping. So for you folks that absolutely love shopping out there, Blaine has a lot of drive-up malls. They don't have the actual malls itself unless for Northtown. Northtown's going to be in a little bit like I'm going to call it Old Town Blaine, and it being right off of Highway 65. So we're 610. There we go. So we'll flash in on that. We'll circle it for you guys. Is Northtown Mall. It's an older mall. It's been around for years and years and years, and they've just done a really, really nice facelift to it. They've kept some good shops in it. It's not full of vacancies, and it's got some cool stuff. It's not super bougie, but it's definitely a good mainstay. Great place for teens to hang out. I mean, I suppose you could say that they can get themselves in trouble, but hey, man, if you're not a mall dweller, I absolutely loved when I was a teenager going to the mall and meeting up with my friends. We didn't do it a lot, but when we did, it was super special. So if anything, if you're looking for that experience for your kids or yourself for that matter, there you go. Blaine's got one. It's within 10 minutes of pretty much anywhere in Blaine. Okay. Now, Club West Commons, like mainstream boutique, is just an actual, just like a kind of a bougie shop that's like kind of private. That's not an actual mall, but it's in a strip mall. We've got a bunch of strip malls in Blaine, Minnesota. This area of Blaine right here is more like 1980s. This area of Blaine, we'll go like this, is more like 1960s, 1950s, 1940s. So, and if we go a little bit further north, and this area of Blaine here, this kind of section of Highway 65, that's like late 90s, early 2000s when they really started developing that. We've got some more shops up in that place and a bunch more restaurants. So again, within Blaine, Minnesota, like pretty much anywhere you wind up residing, you're going to be within, you're pretty much going to be equidistant within like 10, 11 minutes of just about anything that you would need for you and your family as far as like home improvement places and restaurants, grocery stores. Let's talk about grocery stores to give you an idea. You got Cub, which is on the north side along with Aldi, but right in the center of things, you've got yet another Cub. You've got Von Hansen's Meat Market. You've got the Lexington Preserve over in this area off 35W. That just kind of just like the tip of Blaine, or just like a little wedge of it, is right over here in this area. So if anything, to get your fill of Blaine, that's just a really good overview and a good flavor of what you've got in store for you. And if you've got further questions, you want to get into like the details, the nitty gritty of it, feel free to. All of our information is below in the comments, or in the description, excuse me, and drop a comment. Tell me what you thought of this. And if you've got any further questions and you want to get more specific and focused in just on you and your particular circumstances, we'd love the opportunity to make Blaine your home or any of the surrounding suburbs. We know them very well and we are experts in our field. So thanks again. And I think we can call that, I think we'll call it a day.